final 2 games of the regular season today. I'm going to say I think we should be getting in the playoffs. We just need a couple of draws or 1 win and we're in the playoffs. There's still an outside chance for an automatic promotion spot too. We could be about to make a push towards the championship. Hello and welcome to part 81 of It's Coming Home. I'm Kevin. Coming up on today's episode, we have those final 2 games of the season at home against Portsmouth and Hull. That is a Hull team who are rock bottom and already relegated, and a Portsmouth team who are very much mid-table mediocrity. They're 2 former Premier League sides who don't look like former Premier League sides. So we need... Why can't I scroll up? What's going on? League table looks like this. So we are currently 4 points clear of Wigan. So if results go our way, we could end up securing a playoff spot in the first of the 2 games. 3 points behind Chester, but with a better goal difference. And Chester still have to play Bradford, who, and in fact, that game might even be today. So there's still a chance of Chester dropping points. If we can win both games, we're finishing at least 3rd for sure. And then just hoping that Chester lose one of theirs to allow us to sneak in for a bit of backdoor Kev second place action. This is the team we're putting out there for the first game against Portsmouth. We've got Humphreys in goal, a back 4 of Wearmouth, Wright, Vujicic and Gregson, Phillips, McCormick and Sawinski in the midfield. Lerick Fernandez is injured. He's got a twisted ankle. He's going to be out for at least the next 3 weeks. So misses the run-in, could potentially miss at least playoff semi-finals. And then Lloyd plays behind Matondo and Harris, who now have close to 50 goals between them. And with Mick Powell, who for some reason isn't on the bench. Hold on. I know I usually don't pick my own bench, but sometimes stupid stuff happens and you just have to put him on the bench because he's in double figures for goals this season as well. There are goals throughout this team, but as we saw in the second game in yesterday's episode against Fleetwood, there's also stupidity in this team and you never quite know which version of home is going to turn up. So let's passionately say I have a lot of faith in... I know a lot of you will be... Yeah, let's do that. Let's avenge what happened last time. I think last time happened in a video. Because I think we did a video earlier in the season of the Portsmouth and Hull games because they're 2 bigger teams. I don't remember what happened in, and presumably Portsmouth beat us if we're trying to avenge it. Matondo hits the post and Harris tucks away the rebound. Less than a minute on the clock and Anthony Harris has put us 1-0 up. His 21st goal of the season because he's a home man through and through and we're £1 million in debt. He's actually waived his goal bonus. He had a goal bonus due for when he hit 20 league goals. He was on 20 total goals. That was his 20th league goal. He would have been due a goal bonus, but because he is Mr. Home, he's waived that bonus because, you know, it's more important to Anthony Harris that we have that money than he does because he's a wonderful, wonderful man. Right, what's going on today is the day Bradford play Chester. So Bradford at home to Chester. We are all Bradford fans today. If Bradford can beat Chester and we can hold on to this current scoreline, we go into the final day of the season in an automatic promotion spot. Harris now charging down the right-hand side but can't get his crossover, and now Portsmouth have the chance to counter our counter. Luckily, they're just faffing about with it in midfield, which hopefully will be relatively harmless in the end, although they're still coming at us. Shane Phillips can't get the tackle in, and now they've switched the play over to this left-hand side again. And, oh, what? A penalty? What was that even for? Wearmouth apparently gave away a penalty there. It looked so innocuous, but Portsmouth now have a chance to draw level. Humphreys cannot make the save, and that's the last thing we wanted to see. Home 1, Portsmouth 1, and that's opening the door to Luton to leapfrog us up into 3rd place. Never mind what's going on above us, and we need to sort ourselves out. Let's show some passion. Always show passion. Phillips to Lloyd. Lloyd has gone off the boil a little bit in these last half dozen games or so. Was brilliant for a time. And, oh my word, gone off the what, Kev? Gregson with the cross. Matondo with the goal. 26th of the season for him. I need to smack talk about Dean Lloyd a little bit more often because clearly he can hear me because he looked like Maradona here. This was insane. I don't know why he didn't keep going, but played it back to Gregson, which ultimately did lead to the goal. Gregson with the assist. Matondo with an excellent header. 26th of the season for him, and we are immediately back ahead in the game, although we seem to be back in our half again, which is not where we should be. Wearmouth, the man who gave away the penalty, finds Shane Phillips. Phillips, back to Wright. right across to Vujicic. We're just knocking the ball around nicely. This is worrying. The only reason this is a highlight is we're going to score a wonder goal, or Portsmouth are going to intercept and hit us on the counter, and they've just intercepted. So presumably this is where they hit us on the counter. It's like I've played this game before. For goodness sake! Oh, I had a little bit of hope that it might be the wonder goal scenario where every player gets a touch, but no. It was the far more likely. We faff about with it in our own half a little bit too much. They nick it off us, come up the other end and score. And it's like a basketball game at the moment. There's been 4 goals in the last, 3 goals in 3 minutes. That is insane. And it's 2-2 at half time. And Chester, are they ahead in their game? Because they're now many points ahead of us. No, they're drawing. I saw it just on there. I asked a question, then didn't look properly. Right, assertively, we still want to avenge what happened last time. Hopefully Anthony Harris will score after a minute again, because he really wants to avenge things. And that would be pleasant. I'd like some more avenging to go on. But it's Portsmouth who start the second half faffing about with the ball. But apparently we're not going to intercept it. That's just for them to do, because they're mid-table nothing. And we're trying to get into the Championship. And we just don't look like it. Oh, we are... Chester are ahead in their game. Nothing matters anymore. We are going to be in the playoffs. If Chester win, I don't see them. McCormick's being sent off as well. It's all falling apart all at the same time. It started so well with that Anthony Harris goal, but now it's all crumbling apart around us. Chester could be automatically promoted by the end of this game unless we can find a win, and even then, it's looking less and less likely that we're going to sort ourselves out. Right, I'm going to make an attacking substitution here, and I'm going to bring Bakinson on for Phillips, and we're going to do that. We've got to win the game. There's no point messing about. We've got to get up there, win the game. We may as well, if we're going to draw it, we may as well lose it. So let's go and try and win it, is the Kev mentality here. Right, Sawinski plays it back to right. Just one goal keeps us in the hunt on the final day. Matondo is in and scores that one goal. Now we could do with Shane Phillips or Luke McCormick, neither of which were able to come on because one of them's been sent off and one of them's been substituted. I want a holding midfielder now, please. Matondo, 27 for the season for Matondo. He has been awesome, and I don't know what we're going to do without him next year, whatever league we're in. He has been an absolutely superb loan signing by Tom Heaton. Their right back's having one of the worst games I've seen in FM19, 4.8. Right, Harris plays it into Sawinski. Sawinski to Matondo. Matondo plays Sawinski in. Sawinski makes it 4, his 7th for the season now. This is the season David Sawinski became a man. He is an absolutely superb midfield player now. We've got him on loan again for next season as well. It's got to the point where he does outshine Lerick Fernandez, and I never thought we'd get to that situation, but Sawinski is the best midfielder at the club, and that is a lovely finish. And now I really, really want a holding midfielder. We've got Andy Cannon on the bench, and I think I'm going to bring him on for Dean Lloyd and just try and not let them back into the game. So just stick him there doing that. And yeah, that makes sense to me. Chester still winning, only by 1 goal though. Come on, Bradford. Do you not want to finish in the playoffs? For goodness sake, a Bradford goal now would be an absolute delight. We'd all be very happy. I'm tempted to take off one of the strikers, and Humphreys looked like he was going to drop that. Take off one of the strikers for an attacking midfielder, but we don't really... I guess Will Swan could play here, so I think we're going to take off Harris, and we're going to drop Will Swan back there, play Matondo up front on his own. In fact, we might keep Matondo on that side. We'll do it this way around. Put Matondo there, have Swan there as a shadow striker. So just playing a little bit deeper than Harris was, but not super, super deep. What can we do? Nothing. I'm afraid to do anything in case I mess it up. Bradford have scored! Oh, Bradford have scored! As it stands, it's just that 1 point gap now. Another Bradford goal now would be the things dreams are made of, because that would put us back up into second place, which would be so unlikely based on how this second half started. But 1 point is a lot easier to deal with than 5 points with only one game to play. And it is on, boys and girls. If Chester drop points and we pick up a win, we will be automatically up into the championship. Right, what do I say? We got away with it. So you were I mean, I would give them that. Actually, we did get away with it a little bit. The quality of our attacking play outweighed the fact that we were terrible at the back. Hull are rock bottom and already relegated. We've surely got to be able to bank on a win against Hull. So who are Chester playing on the last day? If we go to this screen. No, this screen. I don't know how you get there quicker. So Chester are playing Portsmouth. Well, it goes down to the final game. Couple of changes for the game against Hull then, as injuries start to accumulate. McCormick suspended, so Bakinson comes into the midfield. Larrick Fernandez still injured. Gregson now also injured, so Daly Campbell comes back in at right back. Vujacic injured, so Proctor comes in at centre back. It's still a strong team, and we should still be capable of beating already relegated Hull. But obviously we're all really watching what's going on in the Chester-Portsmouth game. We're all Portsmouth fans today. We need to see them steal points off of Chester. And then would a draw there be enough? I haven't done the maths. I need to look at the league table again. Right, Passion. We can secure promotion to the Championship. I'm not expecting us to deliver. Come on, lads, we have a chance at promotion to the Championship if we win here. Nobody cares. You'd think that would motivate some of them. So, yes, if Chester draw and we win, we'll go up automatically. So, anything other than a Chester win, as long as we win, we're there. Obviously, if Chester beat Portsmouth or we fail to beat Hull, then forget all about it. We've just given away a penalty after 3 minutes. This isn't good. Although I guess because of goal difference, Humphreys has made the save. What a hero. He's let Sawinski off the hook there, and Sawinski tried to stitch him up again by passing it back to him, but Humphreys again dealt with it. If Chester lose and we draw, which Chester are currently losing, Chester have gone behind in their game, and as it stands, we're up into second place again. This would be the proper backdoor Kev way to do it, drawing against an already relegated team at home but still getting promoted. That feels like the right way for us to do it, but I really don't want to have to rely on Portsmouth because we just saw how bad they were in that last game. And in fact, it looks like a game and a half is going on there. Portsmouth went 2-0 up, Chester getting one back. This is why we need picture-in-picture. We want the Portsmouth-Chester game in there so we can watch them both. Lloyd plays it over to Daly Campbell. Harris is there. Anthony Harris has scored. I thought it had gone wide. Harris has scored. 22nd goal of the season for Anthony Harris. And that could be the goal that sends us into the Championship. It's a lovely cross from Daly Campbell. And I thought that had gone wide. My word, the keeper nearly gets there. The post's got something to say about it as well. But none of it matters. It's in the back of the net from Harris. And as it stands, we are going to be in the Championship in 45 minutes' time. Portsmouth now 3-2 up against Chester. Chester actually drew a goal back on 43 minutes. Portsmouth with an immediate reply. 3-2 to Portsmouth. As long as we win, if Chester even pull back to a draw, we're still up. Oh, I'm terrified. Right, what do? Calmly guard against complacency. That's exactly what we do. There's only 2,500 fans here at the Serenek Nuhu Stadium. 1,000 of them are from already relegated Hull. That's a proper fan base. We've got 1,500 people here for the game that could send us into the Championship. Utterly ridiculous. We need to get some fans from somewhere. It's still Portsmouth 3, Chester 2. Just all I'm doing is watching that. I'm not looking anywhere else on the screen, although we know the league table updates fast. Right, Chester have got a goal back. It's 3-3. Now we can't afford to concede, and it's going to be heartbreaking if Chester grab a winner here. Right, Wearmouth is coming off. He's on a yellow card. He's having a poor game. Palliot can come on to play left back for us. It feels like the kind of occasion where you bring Mick Powell on. Just because he's Mick Powell, so he's going to come on for Matondo. I just want him on the pitch. He's one of our team leaders. I think having him and Harris and Shane Phillips on the pitch at a time like this feels like the right thing to do. It's right. Ross Wright scored another stunner. He has become... Why has he not been doing this all season long? He did it in the last episode, I think he did scored 2 of those. He's now got another one. If he'd have been doing this all year, we'd have been champions. It's ridiculous how good he is at free kicks all of a sudden. But we're not really that bothered about that. This is what we're bothered about. It's still Portsmouth 3, Chester 3. And I feel a little bit sick because we're 10 minutes away from the championship now, but it's completely out of our hands. It could be taken from us. And I'm not going to make a change. There's no one. Can I bring Civita on and play 2 goalkeepers? It doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter. What matters? Why is the latest scores aren't showing? Latest scores aren't showing. Portsmouth must have gone ahead again because of what's happened to the league table, but we can't see the latest scores now. Right, what's gone on? Portsmouth have got a 4th. It's Portsmouth 4, Chester 3. Chester have had a red card as well. Surely we've made it into the championship at this point. It can't be dragged away from us at this stage. Harris to Lloyd to Daly Campbell. We've done our bit. Now we just need to see. I mean, it's really unlikely that Chester scored 2 late goals. Let's just be passionate. We got what we wanted, a thoroughly professional job. Did Portsmouth hold on? Or is there one final twist in this story? We are in the championship, everybody. Oh my word. Portsmouth 4, Chester 3. Home Football Club are a championship team. And that, I think we needed that to survive financially. That is utterly insane. They've even given us a transfer budget. Don't give me a transfer budget. We need the money. We need to keep the money. I cannot believe we have made it into the championship from where we were 2 days ago. Ross Wright has been brilliant. We need to try and keep him. Financially, we're an absolute mess. But we're a championship club, so who cares? Tomorrow's transfer special is going to be interesting. We've got to get this one to 1,000 likes, surely. If you've enjoyed that, please make sure you do leave that nice big thumbs up on there for us. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. And thank you very much for watching.